good this morning. Okay, so we're just gonna wiggle ourselves to the front of our chair. So just we still feel supported, but we're not leaning back in the chair, and our knees and our ankles are in line. Ah, there she is. Hello, Rosemary. Okay, and then root down with your feet. And then bring your hands onto your lap. So sitting up tall. So think about lengthening through your neck, softening through your shoulders, and allow your shoulder blades to slide down your back. And then go ahead and close your eyes if you feel comfortable with that. If not, just a soft gaze. So not trying to let your eyes wander around your room. And let's just take a few breaths, just noticing the breath for the first time, maybe this morning. Okay, and then bring yourself to the space that's around you. So notice what you feel, notice what you hear. Maybe noticing what you smell. With your eyes closed, you're able to tap into the other senses just a little bit deeper. So everything that's around you. Because sometimes we become immune to what's going on around us. You might often find that, especially if you take the same route all the time, if you're walking along the same path all the time, or you drive along the same route all the time, you might not really be aware of your surroundings. And so just taking another perspective on it and just really being aware of what is going on around you. So just opening up to all those possibilities right now. This is where patience, you need to have the patience to do this as well too, because you have to really slow it down and really pay attention. Be patient with yourself as you go through, noticing how things are feeling around you. I'm going a little bit deeper into the scent, because there are smells around you. You're just so immune to them that you're not really noticing them. But if someone else came into that space, they probably, that are not used to it, they would probably notice some things different that you're not just aware of anymore. So see if you can pick those things out. And don't fret or worry if you can't, it's okay. This is just a practice that maybe you need to do a little bit more often. And then slowly bring that awareness inwards. Bring the awareness in and begin to notice. How are you feeling right now? How are your emotions? As you go through your body, how are your muscles today? How are your joints? How are your bones? What's going on around you? and in you. Okay, then going up into the mind, noticing what's going on up there. Always good to check in with your mental body, just noticing the types of thoughts that are moving up around up there. And the types of feelings and emotions that are coming out of the mind and the brain. I mean, the emotions definitely come out through the body as well too. But just considering what's going on up here. Because sometimes the body feels great, and up in the mind doesn't feel so great. So being a little bit more proactive and noticing what's going on so you can deal with it. Make everything a little bit more peaceful. Okay, and then begin to become aware of the breath. Watching the breath move through your body again. And I'm getting that breath a little bit deeper, a little bit fuller. I'm really taking the time to just enjoy the movement of the breath going through your body. It's such a simple thing. It's with you all the time. And I don't think we get as much enjoyment out of the breath as there really is enjoyment out of that breath. It's a simple pleasure being able to breathe fully and deeply. And I think we didn't realize it maybe as much since, you know, now that the last 2 years with COVID, I think people have really appreciated being able to breathe. It's the number one thing in life, to be able to breathe. So get that breath, getting a little bit deeper, a little bit fuller, feeling it expand through the belly, through the sides of the body, to the chest. Maybe you can even feel it going through your back, because the lungs are back there too. Okay. And on your next breath, let's bring the arms and reach them all the way up into the air. Reach them up into the air, and then just wiggle the fingers as they fall all the way down. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. And then do that again. Bring them up in front of you. Open up through the armpits, and then wiggle the fingers and have the arms fall all the way down towards your sides. Good. And then just place the hands again on your lap. And we're going to start just to move the chin up and down. So here, be aware of the breath, but also the stretching of the throat as you lift the chin up. And the stretching of the back of the neck as you bring the chin down. Let's do that one more time. And then bring the head back to center. And then just move your chin over to one shoulder, back to center as you inhale. Exhale it over towards the other shoulder. Back to center. Let's do that one more time. Just feeling that twist. Noticing it's just coming from the neck. We're not moving the shoulders or the torso. And then back to center. Okay, let's bring the arms up again. Arms out wide. Keep that right arm up. We're going to reach the left arm down, and we're going to take the right arm and just put it on top of the head, touch the left ear, and allow the head to drop over towards that right side. You can bring that left arm down a little bit. So you just feel a nice little stretch through the left side of the neck, through the arm, through the shoulder. So don't be too heavy on your head. Don't force the head. It's just a light touch of the hands. Okay, on your next breath, bring both arms up. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. The right arm goes down, the left arm comes on top of the head, touches the right ear, and then just pulls the head over towards the left side. And it's just gentle, just soft. Don't force it. Breathe, notice. You might notice different things here. Okay, on your next breath, bring both arms up. Reach up, wiggle those fingers, and then maybe do some wrist circles as they come all the way down. And then let's go up one more time, wrist circles going all the way up. Opposite direction. Bring the hands to touch into a prayer, and then bring that prayer down towards your heart. And you're gonna really press into the fingers. So the hands are really, the fingers are really spread out, and you're pressing. And try to get the forearms so they're like parallel with the ground. So your elbows are really pushing away. Now, so you try to push with the same amount of force as you're pushing through your back. So you should feel a lot of resistance here. Soften through your shoulders. Take a breath here. And we're gonna start to do a little side bend. So inhale here, exhale, we're just gonna tip over. Keep both buttock cheeks on the chair. Don't go too far that you fall off your chair. Inhale, come back up. And exhale over the other direction. Inhale, come back up. And now we're gonna twist. So we're gonna just twist our bodies over. Let's go as far as you can without forcing it. And then come back to center. And then twist again the other direction. And come back to center. And then we're going to bring those arms all the way up. And let's move our wrists in circles as they come all the way down. We're going to do that one more time. So rotate the wrists in the opposite direction as the arms come all the way back up. Hands to touch. Bring that down towards your heart. Press into your hands. Spread your fingers apart. Press into the fingers. The forearms are parallel. Soften through your shoulders. And we're going to do a little side bend. So inhale here. Exhale. Move over to one side. Just go as far as you can go. Don't fall off the chair. Inhale. Come back to center. And then the other way. And just notice all the sensations here. Really strong core. Make sure you're breathing. Inhale, come back up to center. And then we'll just do a little twist. Twist one direction. Notice if the knees are moving. Try not to allow those knees to move. Come back to center. And then go in the other direction. Because the knees tend to move here. For some strange reason. Come back to center. And then bring those arms all the way back up again. And we'll just wiggle the fingers, shake out the hands. Shake, 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 shake. All the way back down. Good. And then bring your hands back. And just notice. You can close your eyes or gaze forward. You can just notice here. Okay, inhale the arms all the way back up. We're going to float ourselves into a forward bend. So open up your arms and just release all the way down or as far down as you want to. Reach down towards the toes, let your head hang, and then bring yourself all the way back up again. Reach up. And then we'll do that again. All the way down. And all the way back up again. We'll do that one more time, all the way down. And we're just gonna stay down here. So whether you're resting your arms on your thighs or you can touch your toes, just do what you can do and just stay here for a couple of breaths. Just allow the head to hang. You might notice the head is getting a little heavier as blood comes down towards the head, and the fingers are probably getting a little heavier. You can probably feel the blood moving down into the fingers, to the arms. And then we're gonna just slowly come back up. So just slide those hands up your legs. Coming up nice and slow. And then bringing the head up. Just holding it here. Now let's do some shoulder shrugs. So lift the shoulders up to the ears, roll them down and back. The hands can move too. Up to the ears, down and back. One more time, up to the ears, down and back. And then we're gonna go forward. So lifting those shoulders up, moving them forwards, up, moving forwards. And one more time, up and moving forwards. Good. Okay, bring your hands to the front of your knees. And then we're gonna do some cows and cats. So we're gonna inhale, we're gonna push the chest out, lift up the throat for our cow. And then exhale, round out into the cat. And again, inhale, cow. Push yourself forwards, belly's moving forwards, chest and chin lifting up and moving forwards. Exhale, round out. Inhale again into your cow. And one more time into your cat. Good. And bringing yourself back up. Okay. So we're going to inhale the arms all the way back up again, hands to touch, and then bring your hands again towards your heart. Okay, so we're going to go into some twists again. And twists are a really good place to release what isn't working in your, either in your body or in your mind or in your life. So as we move through twists, you can just say, okay, I'm going to let go of this. I'm going to breathe this out. I'm going to twist this out. It's like wringing a washcloth or a sponge or something like that. I'm going to just get rid of all that water and get rid of whatever else needs to get rid of. Okay, so we're going to inhale here. We're going to take the left elbow and we're going to just move it over towards the right knee. And it might not reach. You might only get this far. Maybe you can come down a little further and then come back up to center. And then we're going to take the right elbow as we exhale and twist over towards that left knee. And come back up to center. So take a moment here to notice how all that felt, because that was a little bit of a deeper twist. So we're going to do that the same thing. So left elbow over towards the right knee. And come back up to center. And then the other side. Right elbow, left knee. Come back up to center. Good. And then open up the arms. Open up the chest. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. And then round out. We'll do that again. Inhale, open. Exhale, round out. And then bring the hands back towards your heart. Good. Okay, so we're going to do this with the legs now. So we'll take your right leg and cross it over. If you can get that ankle on top of your knee, great. If not, just cross in this fashion. That's perfectly fine. Whatever works best in your body. Okay, we're going to do another little twist. Okay, so inhale here. I'm going to lift those arms up. Exhale, bring the hands down towards the heart. And the left elbow is going to go and twist towards that knee. Inhale, come back to center, and then lift those arms back up. We're going to do the same thing over towards that right side again, and twist, same twist. Back to center. You might notice some things happening in that hip, that right hip. Lift the arms up, back to center, and one more twist over towards that right side. Back to center, lift the arms up, bring the hands down, and bring that right leg down. Bring the hands down and just take a moment here, and we'll do the other side in a moment. Just notice what happened here. Where did you feel things? How was your breath? Were you breathing? What were you thinking? Maybe perhaps what were you getting rid of? What were you thinking about getting rid of? Maybe you weren't thinking about getting rid of anything. Just notice. Okay, let's do the same thing. So we're gonna inhale the arms back up, hands to touch, down towards the heart. Let's cross the left ankle over top of the right thigh. So you don't have to, you can be down like this as well too. Okay, so you find out what works best in your body. Okay, so you can flex that foot too. Take a breath in here, inhale, reach up. Exhale, lower down, and we'll take the right elbow over towards that left knee. And only go as far as you can go. Inhale, come back to center and reach those arms back up. Exhale them back down and twist. Inhale, come back up and reach the arms up. So we're exhaling towards the heart and twisting. That's still all one exhale. If you need to take more breaths, please do. Inhale, come back to center and lift the arms up. I lost count, so we'll do one more. Back to center and twist. Back to center. Lift the arms up. Bring the arms down. Bring the leg down. Bring the hands down towards your lap. Sit up tall, and again, just notice. Maybe close your eyes so you can go a little bit deeper in. When the eyes are closed, there's a tendency to be able to go in deeper. When the eyes are open, they get stimulated by all the things around you. So you're not able to really access as much as when the eyes are closed, but it's entirely up to you. So just notice how you're feeling, all the sensations, maybe perhaps this time what you got rid of. Okay. And now we're going to slide ourselves over towards the right side of the chair. We're going to keep the left leg on the side of this chair. So if you want to move your chair around, if you can bring it like this, if this feels a little bit better towards the side. And we're going to stand that right leg out behind us. So I'm going to show you like this. So I've got the right leg behind me. I've got the left knee in front of me, okay? And the back of the chair is on my left side. It just gives me a little bit more space. So you can play around with the chair. So we're in a lunge. You can bend into that back knee. Just make sure you're supported and comfortable. You might need to wiggle yourself around. Your left foot is firmly planted in the ground. And that right leg, you're either on the ball of your foot, or if you want to, you can bring your foot out like this and put the foot flat on the ground, okay? It's entirely up to you. Depends on the stretch that you want in your body. Okay, everyone good? Okay, so standing up nice, sitting and rooting down through both feet. So the chair is supporting us, but we're still supported with both feet. So in our bodies, nice and long, and we're gonna take the arms and we're gonna lift them all the way back up and then bringing them down towards the heart. Okay, so just holding it here and just noticing. Allow that chair to support you. Okay, so you should feel some points in the feet and in that left thigh or the buttocks to support you. And it's gonna feel awkward, yeah, I know. Take a breath here and then we're gonna start to do a twist. So we're gonna inhale the arms back up again. Exhale the hands towards the chest. And then we're gonna take that left elbow and we're gonna just twist over towards that right side. So we're just leaning down and then bringing ourselves back up again. Inhale the arms back up. There's could be some deep sensations here, so go very, very slow. Hands come back down towards the chest. You can take as many breaths as you need. This time that right elbow is gonna come down over towards that knee. A little bit of a different twist, and it doesn't have to come all the way down. Go as far as where you feel any sensation. Come back to center. Lift the arms back up. We're gonna do that one more time each. Down towards the heart. And then we're gonna twist left elbow this time towards that left knee or somewhere close to it. Inhale, come back up to center. Lift the arm back up Hands back to center. And the right elbow is going to come and twist over towards that left knee. Back to center. Lift the arms up. And then flutter those arms all the way back down. And we're going to come out of this position. So just bring your leg back, move yourself around, and notice. You should notice there's a huge difference between both legs. And maybe something else. So just stay here and notice. Breathe. How is your breath? Did you get rid of anything? Or did you keep something? That's okay. Sometimes when we release something, something else comes in to take its place. That's totally normal. So take a few breaths here. You might feel like your breath is a little bit more shallow. Use a lot of energy here. So it might have, and the heart rate might be a little bit speeded up. So see if you can just slow everything back down again. This is called integration and reflection and taking a pause. It's important not only in our yoga practice, but in our lives, all of us, just to stop and take a pause for a moment. We're so busy doing. It's good just to stop and access and reflect and integrate what we've done. Okay, let's go over towards the other side. So we're going to move our bodies over towards the other side. So this time the right foot is going to be forwards. You're going to be supported with your right leg and your right buttocks. And you're going to reach the left leg back behind you. Oh, nice stretch there too. So you're going to stretch it out if you need to stretch it out. And the ball of the foot is on the ground, or you can plunk your whole foot onto the ground. Okay, you decide what works best for you. Okay, and you can move your chair as much as you can so that you can see me as well. Okay, so we're sitting up nice and tall, rooting down with both feet. Try to make sure that that right knee is right over top of the ankle. And just place the hands on your thigh to begin with. Notice here how this side is going to feel totally different than the other side. You might notice things, so adjust accordingly. Okay, and then we're going to bring the arms all the way up, hands to touch, and then bring those arms back down towards your heart. And then notice, I think I have to move forward a little bit more. There we go. Okay, so take a breath here. And then inhale those arms all the way back up again. Bring them down towards the heart. And we're going to twist that right elbow over towards that right knee. So we're going to do a little twist going sideways. Twist the knee, the elbow down, and then come all the way back up. So we're going slow. Take as many breaths as you need to. Inhale those arms back up again. Exhale, bring the hands back towards your heart. And then we'll take the left elbow and twist. You might notice it doesn't go as far. That's okay. And then come back up to center. And bring those arms all the way back up. Hands back towards the heart. We're going to do that one more time on each side. Right elbow to the right knee. Twist. So you're opening up the left side of the body. Inhale, coming back to center. Bring the arms all the way up. Hands come back down towards the heart. And we'll twist with the left elbow coming over towards that right knee. Inhale, coming back to center. Lift the arms up. Bring the arms down. Then you can bring the arms back and move yourself back into your seat. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. And then again, take a moment here just to notice. You might feel some different things. You can wiggle around if you need to release anything else that might be needed to be released. Take a few breaths. Close your eyes if you want to go deeper within. Soften the shoulders, soften your face. Okay. Now let's start to squeeze in the buttocks a little bit, just to release some tension that might be lingering there. Because I know from that, I feel it. And so just come forward if you need to onto your chair. Just bring your hands onto your thighs. And we're going to start to squeeze our bottoms, squeeze our buttocks, and release. Squeeze, 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 and slowly release. Inhale, squeeze, and then as you exhale, slowly release. See how slow you can release both at the same time. Really, really, really slow. What are you doing? Trying to climb up the bookcase. Inhale, squeeze, and then slowly, slowly, slowly release. Do that one more time. Like, what are you doing? Okay. And then let's start to alternate. So we're going to squeeze the right buttocks, squeeze it, and release it. And then the left one, squeeze, and release. One more time, right, squeeze, and release. And the left, squeeze, and release. Good. Okay, so press into your feet, press into your hands, and then lift yourself up into a chair. And then bring yourself back down. Okay, this time bring your hands towards your heart. Now, if you need to grab hold of the chair, do that, but the chair is right there, okay? So press your hands together. Try to get your forearms parallel. Okay, push into your feet and then bring yourself up into a chair. Your knees are still bent. You're still here. Hold it here and then sit back down. Ah, very good. Okay, let's try that again. Push into the feet and then lift yourself up. Good. And now straighten yourself up. Up, 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 up. And bring those arms all the way up above your head. Give yourself a nice stretch, 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 stretch. Right through the armpits, through the sides of your body, through your hips, through your legs. Root down with your feet. See if you can touch your ceiling. You actually might be able to. And then bring your arms all the way back down. Good. And then just give yourself a little shake. Shake, 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 shake. Good. Okay. So we're going to bring the chair. Let me just see here. What time do we have? Okay. So let's bring the chair having the seat facing forwards, facing you. Everybody see me? Okay. So you're going to stand so that I'm probably about 2, maybe 3 feet away. So you can decide what you'd like to do here. Okay. So we're going to inhale the arms all the way up. Exhale, open up the arms nice and wide. Bend into the knees, and you're going to reach yourself forwards towards the chair. Grab hold of that seat. Walk your hands, and so you can grab hold to the chair. The knees are a little bit bent, and we're going to reach and find a nice level back here. So try to level out your back. Okay, so your shoulders should be level, and your hips should be level. You don't have any bumps or lumps in your back. It's nice and level. So if I put a tea tray on there with a boiling pot of water and some cookies or whatever, it wouldn't tip over. Okay, neck is in line. Okay, so you're going to now you're not going to hold on like grabbing onto the sides of the chair. This time you're going to move your left hand into the middle of the chair and push it down. Okay, Then take your right arm and you're going to reach it out in front of you. So your both feet are firmly into the ground. The left hand is into the chair. Reach the right arm in front of you. And then you're going to reach it right behind you towards the right side, and then reach it back behind you. So you're doing a little bit of a twist here. Okay. Stretch it out. Hold it here. Notice what you're doing with your head as well. So don't twist your head so much that you're hurting in your neck. Maybe you need to keep your head looking at that left hand. And then on your next breath, bring your right hand all the way back. And then place it where the left hand is. Place that right hand down into the middle of your chair. Press into the hand. And then reach your left arm forwards. Okay, and then reach that left arm all the way over towards the left side. And then all the way back. And you're just going to do it's just a little bit of a twist here. Just opening up that left side of the body. And again, notice what you're doing with your head. Soften through your shoulders. Hold it here. And then on your next breath, bring that arm all the way back and bring both hands back onto the chair. You're going to hold onto the chair, and then you're going to reach your hips back and then just stretch everything out. If you need to walk back a little bit more, do that. So we're doing our little downward dog here. Reach and stretch. And then we're going to come back up a little bit, bring our right foot and bring it forwards. So we're doing a little lunge here. Okay, so the right foot is forwards, the left leg is back, and we're just turn that left foot about 45 degrees or 35 degrees into, so we're coming into a warrior one. Okay, so almost like we're putting our feet on railroad tracks. We're holding onto our chair. Push into both feet and then see if you can bring yourself all the way up. Bring your arms all the way up. Good. Pushing right firmly into both feet. Okay. Now we're going to take the left hand and we're going to reach it all the way down onto the chair again. The right arm is going to reach up and we're going to twist over and open up that right side of the body. So we're doing a little twist here again. Okay. Now we're going to switch hands. So the right hand is going to come all the way down onto the chair. The left arm is going to go open, lift up towards the ceiling, and lift up and open up that left side. Check what you're doing again with your neck. Check in what you're doing with that front knee. What are you doing with the right knee? Hopefully it's still staying right over that ankle. And then bring those arms all the way down, hands down towards the chair. I'm going to take a step forwards and then take that right leg and bring it back. So now we're on into a warrior one lunge on this side. So press into the front foot, that left foot firmly. The right foot should be about 45 degrees and you're kind of like on railroad tracks. So if you need to bring your feet a little bit wider, you can. Feel firm in your stance, in your feet, and then press into the feet and then bring your body all the way up again. You're bending into that left knee. Okay, find your balance. Good, soften through your shoulders. Okay, so we're gonna bring the hands down. The right hand is going to come into the middle of the chair. The left arm is reaching forwards. Take that left arm, reach it all the way up, and we're going to do a twist over towards that left side. So the left body is open. And again, be aware of what you're doing with your neck and your head and that left knee. Make sure the left knee stays right over top of the ankle. And on your exhale, bring that left hand all the way down to the chair. The right arm reaches forwards and then comes all the way up, opening up that right side of the body. So a little twist here. Again. Find your balance here. Find your breath again. Notice what you're doing with your neck and your head You can look up or down, whatever feels right in your body. And also that left knee. Okay, and then bring that arm all the way back. Bring your hands back onto the chair. You can grab hold of the chair. This time we're going to take that left foot and bring it back. And we'll do another little downward dog to stretch everything out. Stretch it out, bring those hips back, push into your feet, bend into your knees, and send those hips back. You can create a little bit of a bend in the elbows as well too. The head is right between your arms, lengthening here through the neck. You can wiggle your hips around if you like. Okay, and then we're gonna walk towards the chair. Walk towards the chair. We're gonna bend into the knees. We're much closer to the chair. I'm gonna just open up into some cows and then round out into some cats. I'll do that 2 more times. Inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. Good. Last time, cow. Really try to make a little dip in the back here. Open up through the throat and through the chest. And then exhale, round out the back. And then we're going to push ourselves and stand all the way up. Rolling the shoulders up towards the ears and down and back. And then standing in the Tadasana, mountain pose. Standing up nice and tall. And again, just taking a pause to notice. If in this pose you feel like you need to hang on to something, please do. Okay, so we're going to have the chair so that you can use it. So we're going to go into tree pose. So have the chair beside you so you can hold on to it. Beside you probably is best. In front kind of gets in the way. Okay, so just a nice light touch here. But again, you do you, so whatever works best in you. We're going to root down through the right foot first. That seems to be the easiest one. Okay, so root down through that right foot. And then pick up that left foot. And then you're going to slide that foot either right here onto the ankle or up here onto the shin. If you want to go up higher, you can. This is a lot more trickier and it slides down. So keep it low. There's no reason to go any higher than this. Okay, and then just standing here, holding it here. So find your balance here, just holding onto your chair. And then if you like, you can see if you can bring your hands towards your heart. And you might feel some wobbling. And then if you feel like you want to bring your arms up, you're still wobbling a little bit too much, maybe just hold onto the chair and then just raise one arm up. Make sure you're breathing. See if you can grow yourself a little bit taller. Trying to keep your balance is always a tough thing in life and in yoga. So focus on what you're doing. Pay attention to the breath. Pay attention to the sensations that are coming out of your body. And find that connection with your foot against the leg, the standing leg. There should be kind of like a magnet or like a stickiness there. They're both stuck together. And that will help you to become a little bit more steadier. So now you might notice that the standing leg is starting to fatigue and we need to probably come down. So we're going to bring that left arm down. And then slide the left leg down. And then just stay here and just notice, first of all, before you start to move, the different sides of your body. And you'll notice that those sensations that were really, really strong on that right side, most of the time they start to dissipate. So they're starting to leave. And while they do leave, you can send something else with that. Again, like a thought or a feeling or anything else. Okay, let's put our hands on our hips. Just heel toe our feet a little bit wider apart. Bend into the knees, and we're going to do some circles. And this will allow anything else maybe to be released. Circles one direction, and then circles in the opposite direction. And then we're going to come back to center. And we'll do the other side. So if you need to move your chair onto the other side like I do, you can do that. Or keep your chair in front of you. It's entirely up to you, whatever you'd like to do. Your practice. So just holding on to your chair with one hand if possible. If you have to hold on with two hands, do that. Root down through your left foot this time. So this is the trickier foot for most of you. Sometimes left feet are sometimes easier on someone else. Okay, so don't lock that knee. Root down through that left foot. Stand up nice and tall. And then slowly slide that right foot either up onto above the ankle or just into the mid shin. And stand up as tall as you can. So you want to lengthen through your torso, through your neck, soften through your shoulders, your face. Notice if these kind of situations, you start to either grab hold of your lips or your tongue, or you start to clench into your teeth, or you hold your breath. Or sometimes the shoulders creep up. So try to soften them down. And try not to lean into the chair. We're standing up tall as much as possible. Okay. And then if you want to bring your hands towards your heart, maybe you can find a little bit of balance here for maybe a minute or two, or maybe a moment, maybe a breath, or maybe not. You need to hold back onto that chair. That's okay. Holding it here. Press that foot against your leg against the foot, and focus on what you're doing. And you might find some balance here. This foot is really, really tricky. And then you can start to, with the right arm, you might want to bring it up. You notice I'm keeping a nice rounded elbow here. That helps to soften the shoulder. And still lengthening up. So instead of coming down, you see the length in my body? It's really kind of crunching in on itself. Whereas I lift up a little bit more through the torso, through the hip, I become a lot taller. And take a couple breaths. And now you're probably noticing that that leg is starting to fatigue. Starting to get tired. So we'll bring it down. Bring the right leg down. Bring the arm down. And just take a moment here just to watch everything release. So try not to move. I know there's a tendency like, I need to get rid of that. Let it go by itself. Just stay here and just notice. You'll notice things start to release all on their own. Any tightness or tension that you created slowly begins to be released. So focus and maybe send something else along with that release. Maybe if it's just your breath. You might notice everything's starting to quiet down now on that left side of the body. Okay, so now we're going to bring our hands again towards our waist. Heel toe the feet apart. Bend into the knees. And again, we're going to do some circles. All the way around. And in the opposite direction. Good. And then come back up to stand, bring the arms down. You can heel toe your feet a little bit closer and then find your Tadasana. Okay, so we have one more little kind of twist to do before we get back onto the chair. So I'm going to just leave the chair here. We're going to hold on to the chair for sure for this one. We're going to root down through the, let's do the right foot first because we just did the left foot. So we'll do the right foot first. Stand nice and tall. Adjust the camera a little bit. There we go. Okay. So root down through that right foot, stand up tall, place the left hand on your hip, take your left leg and you're going to reach it back and towards the side. Okay, so you should be able to see both my feet. So my right foot is pointing forwards and the left leg is behind my right foot and it's going off towards that right side. I'm on my toes. If you want to just push your heel down, you can be like this. It's entirely up to you. It just gives you a different type of balance, okay? So this might be a little bit easier than maybe onto your toes. And what I'm doing is taking that left knee and placing it into the back of my right knee, okay? You might be able to find that and access that. You might not. That's okay. So my right hand is reaching down and back, straightening out and holding onto that chair. And I'm going to take the left arm and I'm going to reach it up. Okay. So I already can feel that I'm in a little twist already. It's a gentle twist, but there's still a twist here. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to, if I want to move into more of a twist, I'm just going to look back at that left hand or left foot. And my body is twisting even more. Soften through your shoulders. So you decide how far you're going to place this twist. It's a very nice twist and it's kind of pretty to look at. It's like a dancer's twist. I don't know if there's really a name to it, but it's kind of nice. So just hold it here for a few breaths, making any adjustments that you need to make. And then we'll slowly bring it back. So start coming back to your center, bring the left hand down, maybe to your waist again. And then take that left leg, bring it back and bring it down and towards the side. Okay, and I just feel like I think we need to do some little circles in the hips again. So bring your hands and we'll do some circles. And the opposite direction. And come to stand. Okay, we'll do the other side. So if you have to move your chair again, like I do, you don't have to. You can have the chair in front of you. Okay, so we're holding on to this chair and our left foot is rooted firmly into the ground. I'm going to take the right leg and you're going to cross it behind, bending into that left knee a little bit and crossing it behind. So the toes can be on the ground and the heels lifted, or you can plant that foot firmly into the ground. Okay, it's up to you however that works best for you. Okay, I'm going to lift up the heel and I'm going to place my knee, my right knee, into the back of my left knee, standing up nice and tall. Okay, then that right arm is going to lift all the way up. And already there's a little twist happening here. Okay. And then to go a little further, I'm just going to look down at that left hand or that left foot. And again, don't force it. Hold it here, relax the shoulders, relax the face. Let's see if you can grow yourself a little taller with that left right hand. Coming into your twist and just taking a moment just to breathe. Again, we're not forcing anything. Okay, and then we're gonna come out. So bring your body back. Bring your right arm down. Untwist your legs. Stand here for a moment in your mountain pose. And then we'll place the hands back on the hips and do a few circles in the hips. One direction, the other direction. And then I think we need to do another little downward dog to stretch everything out. At least I do. Maybe you do too. If you don't, you can do some cows and cats. Up to you. Sorry, flip the chair around. We only have a few more minutes left. Oh my goodness. Anyway, stretch and hold on to the chair and then give yourself a little stretch here. Stretch it out. Or you can do some cows and cats if that feels better. And then we're gonna walk towards the chair and then you're gonna sit down in your seat. Down in your seat. And again, take a moment here. Take a few breaths. And then we're going to come into our Savasana. So bring your body down. If you want to lie down on the ground, go for it. If you just want to relax in your chair, so lean your back against the chair, soften your shoulders. Your palms can be maybe face up and stretch out your legs. And close your eyes. And give in and surrender. Now take this other opportunity as you just relax here in this pose, Savasana, to release even more. Release anything else that seems to be festering in the body that you didn't release already. And sometimes those releases, they don't have to be very, very big. Again, it could be just a little bit of tension somewhere. Or it could be a thought. Or all this could be a metaphor for something going on in your life right now. Something that you need to release. Or it simply could just be a sensation. Allow your body to get softer and softer with every breath. Okay, so you're very, very welcome to stay in your Savasana for as long as you like. And even just going back into your Savasana at any time during the day, just lie down and close your eyes and just watch your breath, even if it's just for a couple of minutes. Now, I'm not talking about a nap or falling asleep, which I think those are very, very helpful and good things to do too throughout your day. But when you feel ready, you can begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. Maybe bringing some awareness back into your body, deepening your breath, moving your legs closer towards your body, maybe giving yourself a little stretch. And then pushing yourself up into a seat. Wiggling yourself around, finding your center again, maybe closing down your eyes and taking time to reflect. So in Savasana, we're resting, we're relaxing, we're allowing things to be integrated. And now we're taking the time to reflect on the practice, to acknowledge what has been explored, what you've questioned, what has happened, what you've done, and anything that came out of that you want to keep. So when we reflect, it's good to close your eyes so that you're not visualizing everything that's all around you, because there's a lot. And just taking a few moments to do that. Or just to simply watch yourself breathe again. It's a very, very powerful practice just to watch yourself breathe. Okay. And then let's bring our hands towards our hearts, bow our heads in gratitude. And give yourself gratitude for your practice, for being here and doing something very, very beneficial for yourself to bring awareness and mindfulness to your body, to your mind, to your feelings, to your emotions. And then feeling gratitude for whatever else you'd like to feel grateful for. And sending that out to anyone or wherever you'd like. And we'll finish this practice with one Om together. So take a breath in through the nose. Sigh it out through the mouth. And breathe in for one Om. Om. Namaste.